Hello there, I'm your host Timmy Nesbitt, and today we will learn about some of the new weapons and technologies introduced during the Civil War. Stay tuned. Many things were invented during the Civil War, such as the balloon, rocket launcher, landmines, and much more. The most important thing invented during the Civil War would have to be the mini ball. The mini ball was invented in 1848 by French Army officer Claude Mini. What made this bullet so special? Bullets loaded into a rifle were harder back then. This was because the bullet's diameter was about the same size as the barrel of the rifle. This made rifles pointless to use because of the amount of time it took to reload. But the mini bullet helped speed up this process. It had a diameter that was smaller than the barrel of the rifle. The mini bullet also increased range and accuracy. When the bullet was fired, it expanded, gripping spiral grooves on the barrel of the rifle and spun more tightly. This gave it the range and accuracy most wanted. Another very important invention would be the Spencer repeating rifle. The Spencer rifle was introduced to the Civil War in 1863. The Spencer repeating rifle was only used by the Union. This was because the southern states did not know how to make them or have the industry to do it. What made the Spencer rifle important? Soldiers could load up 7 bullets at a time. This meant less reloading and more shooting. The Confederate soldiers said this was not fair, that the Yankees could load up on Sunday and shoot the rest of the week. The Confederacy, although at a disadvantage industry-wise, did make some weapons that changed the war. Mines were one of the Confederacy's greatest weapons. These water mines were devastating to the Union ships, destroying 29 ships and damaging 14 others. But back then these mines were criticized, saying they were not war, but murder. You might be wondering, how was a landmine made and how did it work? A landmine was made from a sheet of iron and a thin brass cap covered with fuse. This was covered in a beeswax solution. If someone or something put pressure on the cap, the mine would explode. These mines were used mostly for defense of fortifications. Another Confederacy weapon was the submarine. The inventors James McClintock and Horace L. Hunley wanted to accomplish a boat underwater to destroy another boat above water. McClintock and Hunley used their money and money from investors to build the first submarine, Pioneer. This submarine was put to the test several times in Lake Pontchartrain. Pioneer succeeded but had several flaws and did not prove worthy of going on a mission. The second submarine, American Diver, had improved, with McClintock fixing every flaw with the first one. Once again, the submarine was put to the test and proved to be worthy to go on a mission. The boat would be towed to Sand Island, where it would destroy Union ships. To destroy the ships, a rope with explosives would be towed behind the submarine. The explosives would sit on top of water, while the submarine would sit safely underneath, towing it. But while towing the submarine to Sand Island, it mysteriously sank. Once again, a new submarine had to be built. The final submarine, the Hunley, would be used to sink the Union ship USS Housatonic. The Hunley did not rely on steam, but instead on manpower. There was a crank that would propel the boat through the water. The Hunley had a giant staff that was about 20 feet long with explosives on the end. When the staff punctured through the hull of the Union ship USS Housatonic and explosives went off, not only did the Union ship sink, but so did the Hunley. The USS Housatonic was the first ship to ever be sunk by a submarine. The Civil War changed ways wars were fought. Muskets and bayonets were a thing of the past. Wars will be fought a different way, with new weapons and technology. Thanks for watching.